Hello and welcome to my channel, 13 Moons Oracle. I'm Jaydecrystal. I am a seer, a prophetess. I am of the lineage of Hathor, Isis, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and I am an intuitive seer. So I'm coming in with a collective message for you today. And so, first card that jumped out, responsibility. This also jumped out while I was shuffling cards earlier. And so there's an inward revolution going on for the collective I'm speaking to today. And so remember, these are collective readings. They're timeless. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Take it through your own intuitional filter and pray on these messages, of course. But I see there's an inward revolution it's coming to a close right now. And you're actually, you've gone through a lot. You've front-loaded your karma. You really had a lot going on through childhood. You've had a lot of like bullying and kind of like haters and a lot of opposition, a lot of people working against you, a lot of evil eye, a lot of envy and jealousy, and you're coming to this new realization and this new divine perspective of everything, where you can actually see that what was projected on you, but you took it as blame and you took it as your own identity, and you actually identified this for a really, really long time. And what's coming full circle for you right now, see the eye, of course, I felt guided to pull in these readings today, is that your sight is opening and you are seeing things for what they truly are. You're aligning with the universal law of truth. You're seeing that, no, that wasn't part of your identity. Those were issues and programs around others triggered by your authentic living. You've always been very eclectic, very unique. You're a starseed. If you found this channel, you're a very advanced soul, and you always had this high inner knowing and this way of being that pulled the truth out of things, peoples, and situations. And people that were trying to hide in that, especially even children, will do this because they will mimic their parents. So if their parents are hiding a lot in ego, then they would be hiding a lot in ego, and this would have you still would have had your purest form and nature come through in childhood, but also your ego is still developing. So developing egos are highly sensitive, and the energies that you pulled out of people sometimes were just downright hostile. So some of that was front loading your karma just to bring into balance all the things that you needed to bring into balance to meet this ascension point. And then the good news is, as the collective is going through now this karma clearing and this heaviness, you are the path forger and the way shower that's going to guide them through all of these shadow aspects that you work through. But you have not had it easy. You have been through it, but I sense inside of you that you've really healed through it. There's not a lot of emotional charge on it. I feel like you're validating yourself right now by just realizing what was yours, what wasn't. I think there's some grief and sadness going on. I sense grief and sadness within you, just for not have realizing it sooner. So just give yourself grace and understand that there's divine timing. Understand that you realized it when it was meant for you to realize, so you could reclaim everything that you needed to claim from this. And like, you are moving into a time of peace and prosperity and harmony and resources, and you're taking personal responsibility for whatever it is that you can choose to change now. And understand that the realization of it now, you are still getting back that time. Creator's giving you back that time, whether it's through longevity, you might have a more youthful way of being, you might look a lot younger. People might often say to you, you don't look your age. You might just really have taken care of yourselves. I know if you're an advanced soul, you're going to be really guided to eating really well. You're going to be into different practices, Qigong, Tai Chi, Reiki, pranic healing, theta healing. You're going to be in all kinds of different modalities of health and wellness. You may even be studying personal training, kinesiology, physiotherapy, anything to connect to the body. You might be studying religion. Carnivore is coming up here. You might want to look into that diet. You might want to look into hunter-gatherer diets. You might be looking at historical ways and really connecting to your ancestors right now. I'm seeing of like ways they used to care for their hair. So say if you were African American, or you have a lineage of Native American, or you have a lineage, I don't know why I'm saying American, but indigenous, and if you have like any of your lineages way back, you're looking at how they used to care for their hair. You're looking at what kind of stuff they used to use in practice for beauty, and you're bringing those into your current experience now. All past trauma, I'm looking at this and seeing like the worst is now behind you. The collective that I'm talking to, all of your past trauma, it's being released. You're in full connection with divinity, and you are giving it to divinity, and divinity is purifying it from you. And what does that mean? When I say purifying it from you, it's releasing the heaviness from yourselves. You're not having these trauma looping memories in your mind anymore. You're not identifying it and carrying it around with you. And when you change those core beliefs, and you change those stories within the mind about who you are from maybe what these people told you that you were, I'm hearing really terrible things were spoken over you and to you, that something is wrong with you, that you were too much, that you were weird, that you were stupid. All of these things were spoken over you, but they're leaving now. You're understanding just how intelligent you are. You're understanding your divine connection. You're understanding how asleep and how lost a massive majority of the collective is, and you've actually overcome your addictions to pain and suffering, which is plaguing a lot of the collective masses right now, right? So the Morgane has come up in another reading. I pulled a bunch of cards here. The Morgane has come up in a reading a couple times now. So she's really working with the collective on really balancing out the shadow aspect of your nature, and really balancing out any times during Avalon, any times during the Dark Ages that you might have been persecuted, and all of that is coming off of your field, and you are stepping highly into your self-esteem and your confidence so that you can embrace your purpose. You're taking radical self-responsibility, I'm seeing, for your own being. You're not fighting with people. You're staying in more of a neutral state of understanding what is their projections, what is their responsibility, what is their triggers, and because of this, blessings are coming in for you. You have so many exemplary, beautiful angels and light workers working with you on the other realms. You are so highly protected, and you are guided. And so crows might be significant to you here. And do you see how she's holding her sword with such certainty and such grace? And she's cutting through to the light. And this is you. You're coming through to the light. You've achieved a massive victory over darkness and over heaviness and over these binding stories that have been plaguing you for a really long time. And you're really coming into purpose from this. You're going to keep going deeper in this inner revolution. You're connected from the soul star to the earth star, and you are just really integrated between your yin and your yang, your masculine and your femininity are in balance, and you're working to do this in your career or your business structures or whatever you have your hands on right now. The light is coming through so deeply. This is also a light pillar to me, and we are a light pillar channel. You are an anchored starseed, anchored in a specific group of the collectives, anchored in specific ley lines right now, anchoring the downloads that are coming through this planet to evolve and awaken humanity, okay, and whatever levels that means for you. And so it'll be different for each collective, and you can kind of see what your purpose is depending on the lifestyle that you're embodying. So like, let's say you're a mom, and you're embodying the spiritual practice, and you're a mom of starseeds, and you're helping your children have their own rememberings of their Akashic records and their past lives, and your motherhood is what sparked your spiritual awakening and has helped you really get into more connection with Creator and the angels and the guides. Then you are meant to lead other mothers through that awakening journey, and maybe you're homeschooling them, and maybe you're doing natural beauty techniques, and maybe you're doing natural medicine practices, and that's your lineage, and you want to keep following that. And also pay attention to any kind of past lives callings that you would be interested in. Like, so I mentioned Avalon already, the time of the Morgane, so Celtic might be coming up for you. This reminds me of Taoism for some reason. Sacred geometry, you could work with Archangel Raziel. But also just anything that arises within you that you feel called to. If you feel called to and Scottish ancestry is coming up, Irish ancestry, so Celtic. If you're being called to the Druids, that's also part of it. But if Egypt comes to mind, or Lemuria, or Atlantis, if any of those places are interesting you, ancient Maya, ancient Mesopotamia, if any of those places are interesting you, that's your past lives calling you and trying to rise up. So go into that and read some stuff, and you will have some memories, you will have some awakenings, you'll have some remembrances. It's all coming through in different TV shows as well. And so Game of Thrones is going to be clearing a lot of past life memories. Discovery of Witches is going to be bringing up a lot of past life memories and recovering skills and gifts, right? And so all of those kinds of things will also help. But just remember to keep away from media as much as you can and work with spirit directly. Other lineages might be like, maybe you're single. and you're completely devoted to your spiritual path, and you're in harmonics with Creator right now, and you're calling in your soul tribe, and you're calling in a love, and you're calling in more resources, and you've just been working to work on your clairvoyant capacities. That's the lineage that you're going to be leading, and leading is going to be embodied leadership, okay? Embodied leadership. And so right now I can see you're feeling pretty torn, because the new is unfolding within you. So there's some stuff in your physical that's actually trying to leave your life, and I can feel this, these ties of control. Like it, because of what you've been through, it makes you feel safer to control your environment and to control things around you. And that's a safety protection mechanism. But as you've probably noticed in the last 6 months, year, or 2 years, you haven't been able to control as much. Even your sight, you may have thought it was dwindling. You may have thought like something was changing within it, or that you were losing it. But it was actually, you're only allowed to see the next few steps ahead, because Creator is trying to surrender control mechanisms and patterns within you, so that you can let go and surrender and be open to more opportunities, so Creator can provide for you and give you more divine provision. And so right now you're feeling torn between who you were and what you used to know, and what is birthing out through you, and what is coming anew from you. And so there's a new way of being that's coming through. You've already noticed it in your thinking. You probably have noticed that there's like patterns that you used to do. People pleasing is coming to mind. So patterns of, say, people pleasing, and you'll literally hear yourself speaking in a completely different way and handling in a completely different way than you literally are witnessing that you used to do it. There's a thing going on in your mind with this. I hope that makes sense. Like in your mind, you'll be like, oh, I actually used to do it this way, and you'll be hearing yourself talk, and you'll be like, oh, I'm not even available for that anymore. It's not happening. And so these new ways of being are coming through. You're also going to start to notice that you want to refresh your wardrobe. You might, I can feel the heaviness of financial strain on people right now. It's a collective thing, and some of you might be going through this, and you might be like, why am I spending this much? Why am I I don't want to refresh my wardrobe. I don't want to do this. But that expression is really important. You're building a container. This is a balance of divine masculinity within you, no matter what you resonate as, because you are building the container from in which you're going to express the new version of yourself, and you're anchoring yourself into your timeline. And Spirit is telling me that resources will come. The resources will come. And I know that you're guided here at the right time, in exactly the right way. Spirit guides you here, and just know that you are protected. I know that there's patterns of self-sacrifice that you are letting go of. And look at this, is again divine provision, the fish, the water. You're surfacing from this deep hermit period and cycle of your life, and you are bringing in, you are calling in your soul family, your soul tribe. More like-minded people are going to be coming to you, but because of what you've been through, be careful of not being able to trust them. And that's what the Morgane's also helping you to cut through, is like, what's the truth? What can you trust? What is true divinity? And it's an energy signature. And as you embody more of your spiritual practice, and you don't just enter it through the mental space and capacity like many people do, you will embody more and more of it, and you'll embody deeper and deeper layers. And I can hear some of you saying like, oh my God, do I have to heal forever? Like, how much more healing do I have to go through? And no, you can just do it in the moment now. It's safe for you to breathe and relax and enjoy pleasure, and just enjoy your life and enjoy the fruits of your labor, and enjoy how hard you've worked. You took such radical responsibility for the healing of yourself and your bloodline that it is time for you to just relax. It's time for you to allow Creator to provide for you. It's time for you to allow Creator to bring in the house. Your angels and your guides are working with you, and they're waiting for you to surrender into their arms. And remember that the closer you are to truth, the closer you are to divinity. And Mother Mary is working with the collective on that right now. And so just know that you are regaining your confidence. You are regaining your true authentic nature. To me, Medusa is clearing through the shadows, and she is being herself in all of her full glory, and she is loving all of those parts of herself in beauty, knowing that she is not perfect, but loving through that imperfection, right? And everything that was stuck and stagnant and moving, Medusa is freeing you from that, okay? To me, what I see here is the collective had frozen you in time, frozen you in this way of being, this overculture programming, and you're freeing yourself now. You're coming into your own power. You're coming into your own sovereignty. And it's guided very much by divinity. You have a beautiful heart. You're so loving. You're so loving. You care for animals in such a beautiful way, and you just want to be free. And I can see that happening for you. Resources are coming in. New opportunities are coming in as you put yourself out there. So make sure you're following your divine guidance about your career, about your business. Ask for divine guidance. Ask for the highest expression of yourself to come forward from the future and guide you into your highest timelines. But I see a lot of the collective I'm already talking to, this is you in your highest timeline. You are already there. It's just about catching up your mind to say that, oh yeah, I'm there. Like I am there, and seeing this new identity that has been emerging for you, but just really claiming it like, oh, okay, it is. It's not happening soon. It's not coming in for you. It's here right now. I claim this right now. And say it, like, if whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, I am beautiful right now. I am healthy right now. I am healing this right now. Creator sending me all of the solutions. And you can say, angels, Creator, make this easier for me, and then make sure you breathe and create some space. Like, creating space is like going for a walk in nature. Going for a walk around your neighborhood, if that's all you have. You know, adapt it to whatever it is that your living situations allow you to have, but go outside. Sit and meditate under a tree, touch a tree, go walking if you can, get to mountains, get to water. Any kind of element that is natural, alive, and still connected to Gaia is going to help you move these patterns and these downloads through your system faster. You went through high periods of self-sacrifice where you felt like you could not be happy or healed unless the whole collective was healed with you, and you're coming out of those things now. You're really understanding what, like I said, the projections, what's people's responsibilities, but even what's their karma. Your sight and your clairvoyancy channels are opening and evolving to such a way that you can actually see people's karma, and you can say, oh, I see, like, as soon as they atone for that through their living experience, that will be gone from their field, and this is how we're all helping each other evolve. You can still pray for that person. You can still send them love and pray for them, surround them in orbs of light, call in like Jesus. If you see anyone under entity attack, you can call in Jesus, you can call in Mother Mary to comfort them, to guide them, to help them, to accelerate that if you see people struggling. But you're really starting to understand like what is yours and what is theirs and what responsibility you have in that. Okay, and so Persephone is also working with you, and so she's the queen of the underworld. She is the queen of the shadows. She is the queen of the darkness and the light. She is the yin and the yang in balance. She is the one undertaking and guiding you through the shadow work. So on my other YouTube channel right now, creators guided me to do a shadow integration series, because right now we are working through our shadows. We are literally being called to gather up anything that we have been ashamed of in ourselves, anything we felt guilt or shameful about, or that we, like, past mistakes that we made and ways we acted that we wish we hadn't, or that we didn't understand, that we just kind of shoved down and was like, I'm never doing that again. I don't know why I did that. I'm so embarrassed. Those are parts of you to start to come up and just bring into love and the light of divinity, and to just claim all parts of yourself, and then to even go back and reparent your inner child, the part of you that did do that or that chose that choice, so that they understand what they could do next time. And it's actually a proven thing in Neville Goddard's practices, and definitely in the law of attraction. You can actually go back and do revision meditations where you revise a situation or a circumstance and you redo it, and when you redo that, it actually recodes the frequency in the quantum energetic field to actually rewrite that timeline. And so this is a very powerful practice for you. Any kind of meditational quantum healing where you astro travel into the inner temples of yourself and into your own chakras, and you allow your soul to reveal all the beautiful treasures and gifts within yourself, is going to help you reclaim your powers. You can use the Akashic Records. If you need help, there's people like me that take you through Akashic Record healings. We can read your soul contracts and go through all of the things that you can do to accelerate any lingering karma, so that you can claim the good karma, any lingering negative karma, we'll say. So you can claim the good karma and call in your blessings faster. You're also learning to self-sacrifice gave you really weak energetic boundaries. So actually Persephone, Morgane, Medusa, that's all energetic boundaries. It's about really showing up as who you are and having a regulated nervous system to make strong, calm decisions. Pomegranate may be important to you. So a lot of snakes in this reading. Birds may be significant to you, and obviously fish for any kind of animal symbolism. But Persephone is guiding you with the light of divinity into the darkest parts of yourself to bring love there, to show you where some of those things were inherited from your ancestors or inherited from negative experiences. Like I said, you were really bullied and really ostracized throughout your life. You had a lot of opposition, you had a lot of evil eye, you had a lot of attacks, you had a lot of people just think that you are weak because you're kind of a lone wolf, and they have come at you and attacked you. And Persephone is helping you to clear out these wounds. Okay, and with Persephone comes Hecate, and with Persephone comes Hades. And Hades has the gift of seeing into people's souls. He's able to see all the way down into people's souls, and he's able to see what in the ego is tempting them away from their soul, and help to challenge them to work through that. So that energy is also coming through here. Okay, and so begin again. You get a new beginning. You're not going to have to begin all your healing work again, but there's just so much golden possibilities out in front of you, and that you can start afresh, new every day. The mistakes of yesterday, the things that happened in your past, you do not have to repeat them, but by worrying about them, by ruminating on them, by having them loop in your mind and tell a story and in your identity, by not going into your subconscious to see what stories are still looping and lingering from the past, you are allowing them to control you and bind you. And I can see you freeing yourself now. That's what Persephone, Morgane, Medusa is helping you with today. Mother Mary, like I said, they're all present here, and they are helping you to really understand that you can meet this moment with your innocence, with your soul, with your pure authentic joy, with your pure love and radiance. We come into this life as children with that pure love and radiance, and then it is conditioned and programmed out of us, and you are a master alchemizer. You have been mastering all of the deprogramming of this, and you have been coming into sovereign being of expression, into crystalline wholeness, I call it, where you're calling back all the fragments of your auric field through your healing, and you're getting them cleansed and purified in pure love source light, and bringing them into your field so you can stand here present and whole, believing in yourself, knowing your beauty, knowing your contribution, knowing what your purpose is, knowing how you're going to help other people, and you're also having strong energy boundaries to not allow the heaviness of the world or the atrocities of the world slow you down anymore. Right? It's kind of like, oh, the world is ending. Well, then enjoy life. But you're still going to respect animals. You're still going to respect Gaia. You're still going to bring divinity into that enjoyment, because the world isn't actually ending, right? It's just like you are meeting everything with positivity and optimism, and you know that if you met with positivity and optimism and all the things that I just said, the world actually won't end. It will be reborn into the new 5D, which is what we're anchoring. And when you hear the world is ending, that's a 3D concept of like, but it's important here because there's a split going on, right? There's a split going on of where exactly what I just said. One part is, oh, the world is ending. Yeah, the world as you know it is ending, and the 5D consciousness is evolving and pulling through, and that's how you're bridging the gaps of these two things, because collective patterns are still affecting you here, so that must be important. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to work with me one-on-one and have a more specified, defined connection, I do soul alignment, I do powerful recoding of your auric field, which brings you into balance. We clean up any chakra fractures or imbalances. We clean off any karmic energy that might be sloughed off on your field. We witness any karmic lives and energies that might be blocking you right now, and it's just really powerful energy frequency alignment and attunement that bring you into harmony so that you can go out and slay in any area of your life and career. So if you want to book with me, all of the information will be down in the description. You can email me or my team will set you up within 48 hours, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm praying for you always. Be blessed with the highest order of health, joy, abundance, prosperity, and connection, and may you know your own connection with true, pure source, unconditional love and light and divinity. May divinity show you who it is, how much it loves you, and be with you always in full faith.